Carol's Crafts. Welcome back if you've been before, and hi if this is your first time. Today I'm doing my whip and chat, letting you know what's been happening in the Withington household and what hopefully is going to happen next week. And I have got some coffee, which is about lukewarm now because I forgot about it. I've got my pen that I had off D-Hull, and I'm using Paddy Wax Butter Pecan Pie, as you can see there. Just then got Grant to cut me a slither off and then just dumped my pen in, and I'm working on my Halloween Black Cat and Pumpkin from Amazon. So how's your week gone, guys? Let me know. Have you had a good week, a shitty week, or an okay-ish week? As you can hear, I am sounding better. I did get my cough back again. It's coming and going, but apart from that, I don't feel ill with it, with the cough. Sore ribs from coughing, like, but that, not ill. But it has sort of eased off yesterday, so hopefully it's going to go for good this time. Family's well, they're all doing good. Girls are both upstairs, so you will hear noises. Grant's out at Cirencester today, so he won't be back till probably half 7. So yeah, so what's been happening then, guys? Oh, my Auntie Marg came down last week, end of last week, as I might have said on Saturday, so it was lovely seeing a bit of her. We came down Sunday and they had a FaceTime. No, Saturday did the FaceTime, didn't they, with my mum? And then Sunday they got to see her, which they were both over the moon to see her. Mum did recognise Auntie Marg, so she said, "Oh, it's my Maggie." So Auntie Marg was dead chuffed. She said it was only for a few minutes, but it was nice, you know. Her big sister recognised her. Dad enjoyed it as well. I think they had about half an hour in the garden. They said it was wasn't cold out there, which was nice, because it is getting cold this time of year. So no idea when they will be allowed to see her again, because they got to see her because of Auntie Marg being up. So it could be 3, 4 or more weeks, we don't know. But she did say that she will contact us as soon as we are able to go in and see Mum. We haven't done a FaceTime this week with her because they said she's not up to it. So she's just getting up and walking off all the time. So, and it just gets a bit disheartening when you're trying to talk to her and she's just looking everywhere else but the screen and then wants to go. So you don't want to keep her in a seat if she doesn't want to be talking. So I think we'll do it and leave it till, well, Mum and Dad's anniversary is on Wednesday. They will be married 59 years. So, yeah. It's going to be a hard one this year because he said he's never been apart for their wedding anniversary. So this will be the first year. But I said, well, at least you get to video call her. And he's ordered some flowers to be sent to her. Nice big bouquet of flowers and some little tiny box of chocolates, because she's not really supposed to have chocolates because she's diabetic, but they do allow her the odd one. So they said she can have a small box, and he said he'll send her a nice card in the post. So that'll be nice for him on Wednesday. But I think there'll be a few tears after, which will be understandable. So Auntie Marg went back on Monday, so she popped in before she went back. She was going back on the train to Swindon. And she said she got to the station in Hereford a little bit earlier, and the other train was late coming in, so she got on that one. So she ended up getting home an hour earlier because all this one she got her there in plenty of time to catch her earlier train that she would have normally had to wait for. So she was dead happy. So that was nice. Nice seeing her. I love my Auntie Mark. She's funny. She is funny, bless her. 741. Oh, I'm using my Harbour Freight, which need to come over. I keep saying it every time, but we need them in Britain. If anybody doesn't know, they're Harbour Freight. There's 24 boxes. Yeah, 24. And they are brilliant. I love them. I would buy loads more if they were in this country, I tell you. So easy to kit up, so easy to kit down. Just excellent. Yeah, you know, I said I had a problem with my teeth a couple of months ago that I was clenching them. Well, I must have been doing it the last couple of nights because I'm not really sleeping, and when I do, it's like for 10 or 15 minutes at a time. And I'm waking up and my jaw is hurting and my teeth are hurting. So I think I'm clenching them again because they're quite sore today, and the right hand side of my tongue feels quite swollen and it's catching on my teeth because I woke up and I dreamt that I chomped down on my teeth and snapped my teeth. And I think I woke up in a panic, so I don't know whether I bit the side of it. I don't know how I could bite the side of my tongue at the back, but it feels like it's brushing against my teeth all the time and it's sore. I don't think I've broke any other teeth. I mean, I've got that one that's broken, so whether I've rubbed it up against that broken tooth, I don't know. So I'm going to get the oral gel out and take that, put some of that on after and rub it all in. Doesn't take it away completely, but it does take the edge off it. Because I'm off to Hull tomorrow. And we're taking Joshua's car up to him, so I'll drive my car up. Well, I think I'm going to take my car up because it's got a squeak. Since it had that clutch thing meant, there's a little squeak. Grant thinks it's a clutch bearing squeaking. So I don't know if that's, you know, a bad thing or whether it'd be an okay thing to drive on, because like Hull's about 4.5, 5 hours away. So I'll have to ask him what he thinks, whether to go up in his car, I'll drive his car up, or whether I'll drive mine because he's going to drive Joshua's, because I didn't want to be insured in Joshua's because it's just extra money and I'm not going to need to drive it. If I need to drive a car, I can drive Grant's or mine, do you know what I mean? But if Grant needed to go up and get Joshua's car, he could. So he's going to drive that one up. So I think Jesse's going to go up in his car with Joshua, in Joshua's car with Grant. Millie's going to come in me. So if we get separated, Grant knows his way, but he'll give me the postcode and I can have it in the sat-nav, and then she can be my little sat-nav Sally by the side of me telling me which way to go. Lily's going into Doggy Hotel, 5-star Doggy Hotel in the morning. She knows Summer's up because she's been sheepish all day. But she is spoiled absolutely bloody rotten there. They've got a massive field out in the middle of nowhere sort of thing. Well, it's in a little, off a little village, but you wouldn't think so because there's fields all round it. So she's got big fields at the back of her anyway. She's got a dog herself, Pebbles, which Lily stayed there before, which she gets on with. She takes them out for walks constantly. They're playing in the field, and she's also Lily's groomer, so if she gets in a mess, she'll groom her and make sure she's tidy. And then because she's back on chicken and rice, so I said I'll take a bag of chicken up for her, and I'll take some cooked chicken up for her, because she'll prefer that, and I'll do that for her. But then she gets to sleep. Sammy's the lady that does it. And because Lily sleeps on our bed, Sammy says, yep, she can come and sleep with me and Pebbles on my bed because Sammy's on her own. So Lily will be coached in with Sammy and Pebbles, which she did last time when she stayed for a week. There's photos of her couched down on Sammy's pillows. So she's going to go there. I'll drop her off 8:30 in the morning. Then I'll probably go and fill up with fuel, and then we'll go. And then whatever time we get back Monday late afternoon, we'll go and pick her up. Grant said, oh, should we leave it to the Tuesday? Yes. Nope. I said I want her home. As soon as I'm in landlord, I said I want her home. I don't want to be thinking that she's there, I'm here, and looking around the house and she's not here. We did it one year. I think it was the second year we had her, and we didn't pick her up. We'd booked her in to pick her up the following day after we got back, and I hated it. Absolutely hated it. And it wasn't this person, it was another one. They no longer ran because he died, but you just couldn't ring and say, could I come get my dog? They were really strict. You had certain hours in the morning to drop them off, and you had, I think it was an hour or 2 hours in the evening to drop them off, and that would be it. So we couldn't pick her up. So when Sammy decided to do it, who I knew anyway, you can drop them off whatever time you need to, pick her up whatever time you need to, not a problem. Not a problem at all. She says, yep, whenever you need to, that's fine. So I said, half-past 8, yep, that's fine. She's really, really accommodating. But I will miss Lily Lou, because we did think about taking her, but we thought we don't know what's happening, and with having 2 cars as well and taking stuff up for Josh, we thought no. Well, he's talking about that he might come home because he wants to see his granddad, because he's worried about his granddad. So he said he might come back with us for a couple of days. I said that's up to him. If he wants to, he can. If not, I'll buy his groceries up there. I said I'll buy him a load of food and stuff. Or he can come home and I'll do it from here, and we'll go shopping. Get him some general groceries and a few treats and things for him. So I wasn't allowed to, so I haven't told my dad, because I wasn't allowed to tell my dad, because he wants it to be a surprise if he comes. And then if he decides not to, he's not going to be disappointed, which I thought was fair enough. You know, because like all lessons at the moment are online. So if he did come home, he can still carry on with his lessons. As long as he brought his laptop with him, like. So Millie said she's willing to give up back his bedroom if he comes back. I said, well, it is his bedroom. Yes, but I cleaned and tidied it, she said. So I think she's going to change the bed today, and with his old, not old sheets, but his bedding will go back on there. And she can go back in with Jessie for a couple of nights if he comes back, and if not, it doesn't matter. So yeah, I've got that to look forward to. I've drove I think 4 hours in a day, but but it was 2 hours with a long break and then 2 hours, so I don't know how I'm going to manage tomorrow. I'm going to take a load of painkillers up with me, because I've got a feeling tomorrow night my legs are going to be killing me, because I've been waking up with painful legs anyway. But I said to Gran, as long as we do the first 2 hours to Chester, because I've done that before, that's fine, and then stop the other side of Chester for half an hour or so I can stretch my legs, have a drink and a pee and all that business, and then drive on then for maybe an hour and a half, and then stop again, so I can just stretch my legs, because otherwise they'll seize up. But he said if I'm not fit to drive on the Sunday, Joshua will drive his car back and he'll drive my car back. So, but I said, you know, I want to share the driving, because I don't want them to be doing it all. I think Joshua drove once all the way to Hull. He's done the whole driving to Hull, and then when they came back they shared the driving the last time. So I don't know. We'll see. So we'll just go with the flow. There's no rush. As long as we get up there tomorrow sometime. That's all that matters. Get there safely and get back Sunday safely. Monday safely. Keep getting my days mixed up. So there won't be a live tomorrow night. I was going to do one I did put it on my community page to see if people wanted me to do a live tonight, because I would have done one tonight. But the general vote is you know, just go off and enjoy your weekend. So I probably won't do one tonight, which is Saturday. But if I'm bored shitless and can't sleep, you never know. Do you know what I mean? My stomach just rumbled then. I think it's looking forward because we're having nachos for tea tonight. Salsa mince, nachos, cheese grilled on the top. Yum, yum, yum. So Millie said, can we have that? I said yes, because that means that I can just do Grant's fresh when he comes in and cook the mince up and everything. And then just reheat that through and do the nachos and cheese and all that fresh. I haven't got any guacamole though. I didn't feel like any of that today because I'm really the only one that likes that. I don't like avocado on their own, but I don't mind it as a guacamole. Guacamole. Yeah, I don't mind it like that. But no, I just got sour cream instead. Grant likes that and I quite like it, so I got some of that. I'll finish me Dark Queen of the Sea Sal Part 1. I finished with the Skin of My Teeth. I was finished on the 30th of September and the next drop was on the 1st of October. Yeah, I didn't think I was going to get it finished in time, but I did. So I've got the flosses out by the side of me, so I need to sort out what flosses I need for Part 2 and swap everything over to Part 2. So I'm going to do that after this, I think, while I upload and edit and all that sort of stuff. Not that I really edit much, because I think you keep it real, you just see me as me, don't you? And there's always a fast forward button if you don't want to listen to a bit of it. Or if you don't want to listen to any of it, you just want to watch me put drills down. You can do that if you want, whatever takes your fancy, as they say. I'm just using. Does anybody else that lift up the cover just to use what's in the tray? I'm a bugger for it, I am. Let me just pull that back a bit. Be easy, wouldn't it? Yeah, so 3 fishes are finished. Millie, Molly, Mandy, all done, as they say. And then the next bit goes in the middle of the fishies. So I think that's going to be a good piece to do, and some nice colours in it. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Don't know whether to take something with me up tomorrow to do tomorrow night in the room. Or maybe too tired by the time I get there, because I didn't sleep much last night. So, I don't know. I might take something that's easy. An easy stitch. Something like crossword that's... I can just do straight lines if I want to. Even though it's got like intricate bits, but... And it's all one colour, which makes it easy. You know, if you've got to swap and change colours and you're tired, that can be a bit of a booger. Get yourself in a bit of a mess, can't you? When it's like that. So I want to do that. So I'm going to empty them out of this one. Take all the ones out there and just keep the ones that I'm using, and then bobbin, only using the 3-thread method, 3-pulls method. Bobbinate them and keep the rest flosses. So I want to do that and get that, so then anytime that I want to work on it, it's all there ready to go. I can just pick it up. I've got to print out the pattern for part 2, but I'll probably do that in black and white because I can't get any coloured ink for my printer at the moment. We managed to get black, but we still can't get any coloured. So I said to Grant, I'll just print it in black and white. It's no big deal as long as it's got the symbols. And I'll put it on Pattern Keeper as well, which I'll have the coloured, so I can work off both. Whichever I prefer. Sometimes I've worked off Pattern Keeper, but on your phone it's quite small. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll just go with the flow. We will. We'll just go with the flow and see how it goes. I haven't cross stitched. I did want to do a bit more on the Southern Star, because I do like using the dinky silks. They're really nice to use. Quite smooth going through the Ada, which makes a nice, you know, makes it nice to stitch with. And I wouldn't mind starting one of the gnomes this week as well. So I need to sort that out. I've got the flosses and the pattern. It's just sorting out what material I want to use, really. And I still haven't ordered the black for the hippopotamus. I was going to do that last night and I forgot about it. I was looking at zips again from project bags. So I ordered some more zips last night. I tried to use metal zips, don't like them. Don't like metal zips at all. I don't know, they just don't, I mean my zips don't sit properly anyway. I'm not the best at putting, I'm getting better at putting them in. But the metal one, oh my god. It was a right pain in the butt, I'll show you now. This is my little notions bag that I made. Yeah, but look, can you see that, how it comes right up to the edge? There wasn't enough of it on this edge to sew in. I mean, it's all right. You still put your bits and pieces in it. Can you put scissors? I don't know. See if we can put that scissors in there. I don't know if that one will fit. Oh yeah, that one will fit, look. You know, we'll put your flosses, you know, like I've got these in here. You could chuck them in there, or if you've got a bundle of floss, you could chuck them in there. That's the idea of these anyway. That's what I thought. These are called, got a new name from guys. People who've listened to me will know what they're called. It's been with me. Winky Wonky bags, because they're a little bit winky and wonky. Look, wonky, 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 wonky. So these are my Winky Wonky Notions bag. And then to go with a Winky Wonky Notions bag, we have a Winky Wonky project bag. So I've been busy doing them. So you can see how big it is. So I'm doing a load of them. I've been cutting out loads, well not loads because it takes, because each bag's like 4 pieces, whether it's small or large. And I'm just using what I've got in the house. I haven't got any proper cutting mats and cutting things and quilting boards so you can measure. Just using a picture that Millie and Jessie had to cut, to do a rough size of it, and then I cut them out, and then I got to go on the Winky Wonky machine with the one stitch, and the Winky Wonky machine is operated by a Winky Wonky person, which is me, so hence the name Winky Wonky bags, so people won't expect too much. So I was saying on my floss tube, I'm making them for my Patreons, I am, to say a big thank you for being so supportive to me, because it is very much appreciated that they do support me each month on Patreon. So I thought, what can I do? And I thought I could make some project bags, and they can put their cross stitching, they can put their wool, they can put their crocheting stuff in there, they can put colouring pens in there, they can put whatever they want in there. Put the dirty socks in there if they want to. But I thought it'd be a nice gift. So depending on what tier is what ones they have. I'm also doing some Christmas ones as well. Bought some nice collie Christmas material. Because that's what I was looking for this morning, some red zips to go in them. I did order some last night, but I thought if they got some red zips in the wall shop, then I'd get some, but they didn't. So I've got some 5-inch red ones, so I can do the small notion bag out, because I've cut out 2 so far in the Christmas, 2 project bags and 2 notion bags. So I said, well, I could sew up the notion bags and then last night I ordered from the same place that I got the 5-inch zips from. I've ordered the 12-inch from, so they're in the cherry red, so they should be here Monday, Tuesday. So I want to do some of those for my higher tier. They're going to have, I think, the Christmas one and then one of the ordinary project bags and Notion bags. Just, I think it'd be a nice gift. And then a few friends I might give them to as well. Give one set to that have been good to me. I enjoy doing it, though it's bloody hard work on a winky wonky machine. I mean, I had to take it apart twice yesterday morning trying to stitch, and I only did, what, 2 project bags and 3 Notion bags. I had to keep taking it apart and resetting the bit and untangling it, and you know, but I didn't lose my rag. Well, I might have cussed a little bit, but I didn't lose my rag. Just maybe teeny weeny bit of cussing, that's all. I was very good yesterday. Can you hear the dog snoring? No, it's gone noisy upstairs now. So it's always noisy when they're upstairs moving around. Sounds like a bloody herd of elephants, honest to God. I remember my mum shouting that up the stairs. What the hell are you doing? You sound like a herd of elephants. Now I know what she means. Jessie's quite heavy-footed though, to be fair. She's like me, I'm heavy-footed as well. So everybody knows when I'm moving around. So they're both coming with us to see Josh, because they're desperate to see him because they've missed him so much. And I thought it'd be too much for Grandad to have them, so at the moment. So we decided, made the call and said no, they'll come with us. Where we know they are safe with us, if you know what I mean, because we're not planning to go anywhere. Well, we might walk around the docks at Hull, that'd be about it. And have a coffee with Josh and whatever, do you know what I mean? But and have something to eat, but nothing extravagant. Nope, sorry. It's done nothing but bloody rain all day yesterday, all day today. Real wet and horrible. I hope it's not like that tomorrow. I don't mind driving in drizzle, but I don't want to be driving in heavy rain like it was yesterday and this morning. You know, when your windscreen wipers are on full blast. Not the best driving conditions then, is it? I think it's supposed to get a bit brighter tomorrow. Maybe the odd drizzle shower, but nothing major. But you never know when our weathermen tell you something. It can all change within 12 hours. So I'll check again later. I haven't even packed a bag either to go yet. So I need to do that as well sometime today. I just can't seem to get up and get going. Millie's dyed my hair for me. I haven't dyed my hair in donkey's years. And we were going around the supermarket this morning and I said, I really fancy dyeing my hair, because I said it's a real dull brown colour now. It's gone really dull, really thin. I said, it's getting me down. Mel said, oh, I'll dye it for you. I said, will you? She said, yeah. Come on. So we went and looked at the dyes and she picked out this sort of reddy colour. I don't think you can see it. No, you can't really see it. And it's literally, when you look at it, it still looks like brown, but when the light hits it, it's flipping heck, it's like red. She did a good job, to be fair. And it was nice just sitting there and letting her do it. But the bath looked like somebody had, yeah, cut themselves badly. There was that much red everywhere. But I said it all comes out in the wash. So I'm wondering if Grant will notice. He probably won't. He's not the best at noticing things like that. He might. You never know, he might surprise me. And notice, Millie said if the light hits your hair, he will, because it stands out. But she said if it's really overcast and dull, then he probably won't. Mind you, it might be dark by the time he gets home, I think, tonight. Because the nights are really drawing in. And I think if he's going to get home about 7:30, I think it's near enough dark then. It always seems to go dark quicker than it did to get light. Do you know what I mean? The nights are really, really drawing in. I said to Jessie when she goes out that she comes in when it's dark. Oh, well, you know, what am I going to do when it's dark at 4:30? You'll be in at 4:30. It's that simple. You are not going out on the streets when it's dark. It's not safe. She said, oh, I'll be with my mates. Don't care. I don't want you out on the streets when it's dark. End of. I said, your friends can come here. You'll be allowed to go to their house. I said, so. I said, she's only 13. But I get now, well, I am 13. I said, yes, only just 13. I said, I don't even let Millie go out and stay out. And she's nearly 16. She's in before it's dark as well. I said, and when Josh was here, before he was driving, he had to be in before it was dark. So it's different once he reached 18 and he's driving. I said, I can't really put that curfew on him so much, but he'd let me know where he was. And he definitely wouldn't be out on the street. So I don't know what's happening about Halloween, whether people will be allowed to knock at your door. I looked at, because usually I start getting the bags of sweets and things in now, but I said to Minnie, I don't know whether it's worth it this year if nobody's allowed to go trick or treating. I said, I'm not sure what the ruling's going to be. I mean, I always give sweets that are always wrapped anyway. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't give anything that's not wrapped. You know, would it be that if you can accept wrapped sweets, but you have to put them to the side for 72 hours? Or, I don't know. It's going to be a weird one, isn't it? I mean, we usually have about 100 odd kids come to our knocking on our door. It's only a little street, a little tiny town. I said the town's only just got over, well, it's nearly 6,000, I think, in the town now, people. But yeah, over 100 bloody kids I had last year. I had to go and raid the Christmas, because I usually start buying stuff for Christmas. So I had to go and raid the Christmas, open the tubs of sweets I'd bought for Christmas. Go upstairs and I had to open one of those, because I'd run out. I mean, we usually get about 50 odd, but whether they'd heard, oh, it's good pickings down there, go down there, I don't know. But I didn't recognise majority of them. But if you got a little kid at your door, well, even an older kid, you can't say no, can you? Well, I can't. Grant says, oh, just turn all the lights off, as if nobody's here. I said, oh, don't be such a tight ass. I said, and I love having the pumpkin carved with a candle in it, with it on the doorstep and stuff. And now I've got doing these paintings as well, because I said I'd put these in the window. And some of my miniature coffins and things that I've made. I said, you know, I like it. But, so I don't know when, I suppose a decision will be made nearer the time when they know more about what's going on. Whether we'll, because we're not in lockdown or anything where we are. We're on a very, very low risk area. We have been, thank goodness, all the way through. You know, he's been very, very lucky that way. It hasn't been. Is it on here? I've got the app on here, look. Excuse me. You go on there. National Health COVID-19. Your app is active and scanning, and LD1 area is risk level is low. And then if I wanted to check in, I would press that, and then you've got little, what's them square things called? Code bars or whatever they are. You just click on that, and then it will bleep if you come in contact with anybody that's got COVID. How they know, I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's on there anyway. So we'll wait and see. I mean, Christmas doesn't bother me because we never went anywhere. We've always been family orientated, family at home. You stayed at home and you play board games and, you know, you do fun stuff like that. So, and you make your Christmas foods and, you know, I've always done that. Gone back, still haven't gone back to old family ways, I suppose. But my mum always did it and I've always done it. So I said to the girls, they said, oh, Christmas do be different. I said, it won't be for us. I said, because we're not ones that go out and about or drinking in the pub or having meals out. Or I said, we've always just come home, wrap up, watch a Christmas film. You know, you lot have had hot chocolates. Me and your dad have had a Baileys or something and just cooked up and watched some telly with some blankets and maybe some popcorn or whatever. And then in the day, we've had a day where we're baking mince pies or sausage rolls or something. So I said, we'll just carry on with that. I like Christmas at family being at home. You know, lock the doors, cut you down, and that's where you stay. You can stay in your pyjamas if you want to or not, it's up to you. Oh, I've got itchy chin. And yes, I just want to use up these as well. So this week, what am I going to be doing this week? I want to do some more project bags. I want to start my second part of my dark green Sal. I want to order some black material for black Ada for the hippopotamus. Sort out some Ada for the, or even weave for the gnomes. I can't decide whether I'm going to put them all on one piece or whether I'm going to do individuals and then maybe join them up at the end. I'm not sure yet, I haven't decided. Jessie's got a video call with her, so if we're not back in time for the video call with the ENT specialist, then we'll have to pull in somewhere because it's a video call. It's at 3:30, so I'm hoping that we might be back Monday by 3:30. Because it would be easier if we do it from home. But if we've got to do it off my phone, we've got to do it off my phone. You have to do what you got to do. Because there's tonsils have been right swollen the last couple of weeks. And then Friday I'm supposed to go for a CT scan on my jaws. We're for Tidville, but they're in lockdown, so I don't know whether that's going to go ahead or whether you can still go to the hospital for scans. So I said I'll wait till next week and then I'll give them a ring and say what's going on, because I said I'm not travelling all the way down there because that's about an hour away to be told, you know, nope. And it's a sod bloody park there. And Grant's got his sleep apnea clinic on Friday where they will show him how to use the machine and what to do and all that. So they're going to give him a trial run on that to see if it makes any difference. Because he can't lose weight, because he's got no weight to lose, because he's just muscle. And he should, like he says, he doesn't want to lose his muscle tone, because he works so hard to bloody get it. He doesn't drink, he doesn't smoke. I mean, he has the odd glass of wine, don't get me wrong, or the odd bottle of beer, but, you know, it might be 1 or 2 a week, if that. You know, so, like the consultant said, it's more likely his is hereditary. Because I think his nan had it. She was only 4'10", I think. She was tiny. Oh, but God, snore. Jesus wept, you've never heard anything like it in your life. Oh, I've never heard anything like it. She was loud. So they were testing her for that, but then she got throat cancer, so they knocked that on the head. But they were pretty sure she had it because she had the signs of going straight to sleep as soon as your head hits the pillow. You know, if you're couched up on the settee, lying down, you'll be asleep. You snore like anything. You wake up with dry throat. You know, it's all the signs. It does scare me, the thought that he stops breathing, you know, that many times at night. You know. But like they say, you stop breathing, but then you start yourself back up. But it's just the lack of oxygen, I think, goes to his brain. And is that contributed to his 2 mini strokes and his heart attack or not? Or are they the ones that caused it? Or, you know what I mean? So I said to him, he's got to try. Because he says, oh, I don't know if I want to try it. I said, you're bloody trying it. I'm sorry, you're trying it. I said, you've got to be around for the next 50 years. Do you know what I mean? Because I heard they are quite noisy. So I said, we just have to invest in a pair of, what they called, you stick in your ears. Not earpods, what the hell are they called? Earplug things. Earplugs? You know what I mean, don't you? Because you can still hear things with them in. So you'll still be able to hear your alarm in the morning, but it should take out some of the noise of the machine. So he's got that Friday. So I'm going to be one end of the country, and he's going to be, well, in the middle, and he's going to be in the other end. So, because where he's got to go is an hour in one direction, say sort of west, and then I'm going an hour in the direction south. Roughly about the same time as well. But Hereford, where he's got to go, that's where he works. They're not in lockdown, so he'll just go from work. It's only a couple of miles up the road from where he works, so it won't be too bad. So he said he can just pop over from work, go to the appointment, then go back to work after, so he doesn't lose, you know, a day's pay, which will turn out to be okay. Can you my bracelet? That's my bracelet. That. Has anybody else got one of these magnetic bracelets? They're supposed to help you, aren't they? I don't know whether they do or don't, but I thought, I'll put it back on. I did have it a couple of years ago, and then I got rid of it, and then I got this one. It's supposed to help with your pains and stuff. And I think if I didn't wear it, would I be in more pain? So I keep I keep it on now. But I do like it. It's a nice bracelet anyway, just to wear it as a bracelet. You know, if it didn't have the magnetics in it. And this one I can wear in the shower and wherever, so. And it goes, matches my watch, look, doesn't it? So. Yeah, it's one of the first things Grant bought me 20 odd years ago. Or 21 years ago was this watch. And it's still going strong. It's a bit scratched, but it's still going strong. And he keeps saying, I'll buy you another one. I said, I don't need another one. I like this watch. This is the one you got me. It only needs a battery in every now and again. I said, I'm quite content with this. And I've been looking at Instapots as well on Amazon. I'll tell you what, my wish list is getting bigger on Amazon. because I watched Becky from Becky's Madness and Crafts for crafts on her Instapot. She does Instapot recipes. Oh, there's some lovely stuff, and it looks so much easier than using your pressure cooker or your slow cooker. You know, it does it all in one. And they're not like massive piece of equipment either. You know, it's nicely done how they've set it up. So I don't know. So I'd only want the 3 litre one. I've been looking at the 3 litre. I think 5 litre may be too big for us. As it says, the 3 litre I think is a 3 to 4 person, and the 5 litre one is a 5 to 7 person. Well, more often than not, there is 4 of us, but Millie or Jessie or I don't eat big portions, so. I mean, Grant likes a nice portion because he's a bloke, isn't he? And he's been working all day, so he needs to fill his belly. So I don't know. Let me know what you think of Instapots. I mean, what I've seen of them, they look good. And the thing is, my what's it called? Slow cooker, that's on its way out, and my pressure cooker is on its way out. Well, my pressure cooker is over 20, well, it's probably about 22 years old, so the seal doesn't fit around it properly anymore. So it doesn't really do what it's supposed to do. My slow cooker is like, yeah, on its last legs, I think. So I'm thinking, instead of investing in one of each, maybe I'll say, it's another thing you say you got to save up for. Save up for one of those. So I thought, well, I'll just keep looking at them, and maybe there'll be a sale on them or something. Or maybe you'll see one that comes up second hand that somebody's bought and doesn't like it, so they sell it on. That's what I'm hoping. But I do like meals that you can just put in one pot and stuff, and like I like the gammon done in the pressure cooker to begin with, and then finished off roasted in the oven. But as I say, my pressure cooker's gone kaputty what. You can use it, basically I just use it as a big pan, if I'm truthful. I do use it just as a big saucepan. Right, I suppose I better think about letting you go. What was it, 10 to 3? Oh gosh, I've been on 48 minutes. I've probably talked about nothing in particular. Yeah, that'll do, because I need to put more doodah in my pen. So, my lovelies, you see my putty cat. See my putty cat. I will love you and leave you. Thank you ever so much for stopping by and having a listen to what's been going on in the Withington household. I love chatting to you all. If you want to have a chat back, there is comment box down below, down there. Also, all my social medias down below. My Patreon, if you want to go and have a look or want to support me in my channel, you can go through Patreon. Would be more than welcome. It tells you about that you get exclusive things, which I don't put live on here, but I will put on my Patreon. There's also my Happy Mail form that if I do giveaways, like I gave away a project bag and stuff not last week, week before, I have to have your name in my Happy Mail so I can contact you first and be able to send it off to you. And also, if you haven't subscribed and you fancy staying around and seeing what I'm up to and joining my lives, and usually on a Sunday, but not this Sunday, I don't think, unless I get bored in the hotel room and it's live from Hull premiering. But yeah, do a live. I do, and all different sorts of videos throughout the week. So that's all that's left for me to say is thank you for watching. Look after yourselves. Take care, and most importantly, stay safe. Love you all.